What is up, my YouTube nerds? It's your coding bro Mondo Man Codes here, and this is my very first video in our introduction to Kotlin Programming Series. I know I discussed doing Java for the next language I was going to teach you guys, but Kotlin is a new language and uses the Java virtual machine. Just an updated Java, pretty much. If you are interested in mobile applications, this is the language to learn. The environment we'll be using is called IntelliJ. It's simple and easy to use. Link will be provided down below, as well as a link in regards to a website showing you step by step on how to properly run your program. Alright, let's click on Google or whatever search engine you have. And the link is here. I have put that in my bookmarks. We'll just open up to our IntelliJ main website, click on download. For this video and any other future videos, all we need is a community version. Don't really need to worry about the ultimate version. We got Windows and Mac. So just click download, wait for it to download, and install. The simple install, nothing too rudimentary. Let's close that. And then we'll just open up IntelliJ. Jeez, I love that. We'll click on create new project. Java's good. We'll select the Kotlin/JVM project SDK. Click on next. Oh, my bad. We'll select it. The project name, let's keep it simple and just call it Intro to Kotlin. Click on finish. Okay. For this video and this series, we don't have to worry about scratches in consoles or external libraries. If we do, I will mention it and I'll show you guys what we need to do in those libraries. So we'll click on Intro to Kotlin, click on the triangle on the left side, highlight the source, right click it, and select Kotlin file/class. We'll click on file, intro, we'll name it, let's call it main. Unlike the C++ language and or other languages, we actually have to create our own main function. It's simple to do. All we need is fun, main, no arguments, so we'll just keep it empty. That's pretty much your main function, right? That's what the IntelliJ or any compiler will be running properly. Create your program. Alright, to make comments, we'll do a \\. You can write whatever you want. Comments are pretty much useful for if you have a long line of code and you're wondering what that code does or what this line of code does. You can write a comment before it telling you or anyone else that'll be programming what that project is and what your program's all about. Like any other language or any other main language, we have the same data types. We got integers, double, floats, strings, characters or char, then we have booleans, right? Now for Kotlin, there's two different ways to create a variable, right? We have val, which lets you set the data type, but you can't change the value at a later date. Now there's var, lets you create a data type and you can change it and change the value whenever you want. Val is pretty much used for something that you want to keep the same. So let's say you have a program that says, oh, type your name. You don't want to change that because people don't tend to change their names. So we'll keep that as, a value. But if the person's date of birth or age, right? Age, people age, so we'll keep that as a var. So we can actually increment it later down the line. So to actually create a variable, we'll do val. We'll name it. Let me actually do this in the comments. So we'll val or var. We'll give it a name. And then we'll tell it which data type it is, and then have it equal nothing or equal a value, right? So let's say we have var x, and x is an integer. As you can see in Kotlin, it gives you different types of hints or whatever tips. That'd be like, oh, did you mean int array, or did you mean int range, or int progression? But as of right now, we're just talking about ints. So let's give it a value of 12. And we've created a variable with the data type of int with a value of 12. Now to actually print it on our command line or whatever, instead of the C++ cout, Kotlin and Java has print line. And then we'll just have our x in there and we'll just print it. So let's save. And then we'll just go here and run it. It's going to build and then compile. And as you can see, it prints out the 12. Close this. And then we can do var d and make it a double. Let's give it a value of 3.14. Save and then run. Yep, and 3.14. We can do pretty much the same thing for all the other ones. So var s string hello world, var c car, var b for boolean. It's either true, false. Leave it as false. Then I'm just going to copy these down here. Boolean C S, or whatever you named your variables. And then we'll run it. Yep. And 12 for integer, 3.14 for a double. Hello world for a string, capital C for a character, and false for a boolean. Everything's working just fine. Just print line, or well, print ln is print line, so it just prints it in one line. So if you have print ln for this one, it's going to print it on the other line as you saw. But if you want it to print on the same line, you just do print. And let's run it real quick. Yep, as you see, 12, 3.14, but then S, so it's going to be on the same line as your double, so 3.14, hello world. And that's pretty much it. for our introduction to Kotlin. Just wanted to show you guys what the difference is and how to create variables, give it its name, data type, value, how to print it, both with print line or print. Next up, we'll be talking about if and else statements. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this content enjoyable and or informative. This is me signing off, and remember, stay nerdy. Later.